That was amazing. You cut right through that monster. You have gotten so strong. Lately, you don't even need me to cast a healing spell. Okay, now that we've finished the quest, we can head back to the guild and claim our reward. We can split it the usual way, 60-40. You worked so hard after all. Actually, I'll go ahead and bring our supplies back to the inn. You can handle the guild, right? You know I'm not so good with places like that. Thank you. I will see you later. Oh, welcome back. Did you have any trouble at the guild? Oh, that's good. But it looks like something's bothering you. What is it? You were invited on a quest. Not many parties are willing to invite people of lower ranks. It's usually the other way around. What is their group called? Yeah, I've heard of them. They have some bad rumors going around. But that's okay. I'll make sure nothing goes wrong. Huh? What do you mean they don't want another healer going with them? You can never be too prepared. This mission could be very difficult, so they could use all the help they could get, and... And that look on your face. You actually agree with them. You think I'll slow you down. I see how it is. You've lost sight of our partnership. You know what? I think this is a great idea. I think it will be a nice learning experience for both of us. But before you go, I just have one condition. Don't get hurt. If you get hurt on this quest, I won't heal you with magic. Got it? Overconfident as ever. Well, we'll see how that works out. So here you are. Did it go well? No, you don't even have to bother answering. I can tell just by looking at you. Your clothes are torn, your armor is broken. Those jerks even ran off with your supplies after having the nerve to use you as bait for those creatures. I tried to warn you, but you just wouldn't listen. Huh? How did I get here? I walked through the forest, of course, like anyone else. Do you really think that I would have a problem with monsters of this level? Besides, you are clearly in no position to underestimate me. I suppose this is all my fault. In the beginning, spoiling you helped you grow. You've always tried your best to seek my approval. I know you would never admit it, but it was obvious you had ulterior motives. The way you would always look forward to my cooking after working up an appetite with your training. The way you tried to hold back your wide smile when I complimented you. Or the way your eyes would glow when I patted your head. You made so much progress when I started treating you that way. But somewhere along the line you lost focus. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for letting you become this pathetic. Do you still not get it? I made you. When I found you a couple of years ago, you were just a lame, wannabe adventurer. Now, thanks to my training, you have become a powerful fighting, but in many ways, you're still hopeless. You didn't even realize that shady group was just trying to trick you. If I wasn't observing you all from a distance, who knows how things might have turned out. Obviously, I wouldn't have let anything serious happen, but still, your carelessness is so disappointing. But hopefully now you can understand. You don't have to try to prove yourself to other people. All you have to do is keep adventuring with me. The truth is, you felt it, didn't you? Without me, it was like something was missing, right? You felt weaker and slower, and it was difficult to concentrate. Since you're probably too dense to figure it out, I'll spell it out for you. When I started training you, you showed some promise, yes. But I could tell that despite all your passion, your growth would be slow. I wanted to help, so I did what I had to do. I linked our souls together with a binding spell called Faithful Healer. Thanks to that, whenever we're together, your power is multiplied. You can run faster, use stronger magic, and wield your sword like never before. But on the other hand, if you stay away from me for too long, well, I think you learn firsthand the consequence of that. But don't worry, as long as you behave, you won't have to feel like that ever again. You can trust me. Okay, that's enough talking. I'll take you back to the inn, and then you can heal up the old-fashioned way. Like I said before, no magic this time. I need you to learn your lesson, after all. I'm gonna pick you up now. If it hurts, well, try to deal with it. Look at you, all flustered. I guess you really did forget how strong I am. If it's too embarrassing to be carried like this, you can feel free to crawl back to town. Yeah, I didn't think so. That's right, just sit still. Good boy. Even after all this, you still blush when I compliment you. Maybe there is hope for you yet. Quick, in this cave. We can set up camp here. Hurry up. You won't be much help once you catch a cold. Yep, this place should do for now. Start a fire for us so we don't freeze. Yes, you. Who else would I be talking to? There aren't any monsters in this cave. Yes, I know I set up the camp last time. And I'm telling you, you have to keep practicing. Last time you almost burned down the entire forest. It doesn't matter if I can use the fire starter spell. This is an important skill for you to learn. My God, even the most basic principles are lost on you. I truly have failed you, but not anymore. Your new training is already underway, and it won't end until you can actually take care of yourself. How long it takes is completely up to you, but I'll be here every step of the way. And besides, once we get to our destination, you should have all the motivation you need. It's not far from here. We can move out once the rain stops. Finally. We made it. I was beginning to think I memorized the wrong location. You see that fancy shack? Across the river? That's our destination. I told you. It's a surprise to motivate you. Saying you don't like surprises anymore. Well, I can understand why. A surprise is usually a potential threat. I guess you learned that lesson the hard way. But just this once, you don't have to worry about things like that. So just enjoy the surprise as much as you can. I worked so hard on it. Come on, let's get closer. Well, what do you think? Yeah, it's a bit of a mess out here. Apparently there was a wyvern loose in the area until recently. Calm down. It ate until it was full, so it's long gone by now. Let's just check out the inside. Well, what do you think? It's pretty, right? A lovely interior with a fresh coat of red paint. What are you getting scared for? None of them can hurt you. Everybody that was living in this house is dead. Yes, that's right. They're all dead. Every last one. Why? What do you mean, why? Have you already forgotten what they did to you? Ah, I get it now. You really don't understand why I had to show you this. I was careless. They got messed up so badly you can't even recognize them anymore. Oh, what about him? His face doesn't look too bad. You have to be able to recognize him, right? Yes, that's right. This was the party known as Vulture's Claw. The group that tricked you, betrayed you, stole from you, and abandoned you. The way they had so many unfortunate souls before you. Here's what happened. While you were recovering, I took on a commission from the guild to locate Vulture's Claw. Everyone finally had enough of them and pushed the guild to take action. Bernard and I came to an agreement, so I was selected for the task. Oh, Bernard is the guild master. I guess you wouldn't know his first name. Well, I know it because that's not important right now. The point is, they sent me out here. Unfortunately, before I could confront them, an elder wyvern found their hideout. They put up a struggle, but as you can see, the wyvern was very determined. Now this is all that's left of them. Poor party. I just brought you here for some closure. That's all. At least that's what I told the guild. It's not like a single healer could do all this, so there was no reason to doubt me. Why? I told you, the guild asked for my help. It's my job as an adventurer to give them a hand from time to time. And sometimes they need more than a hand. They need a hammer. Yes, I suppose you're right. It really didn't need to come to this. I could have captured them and brought them to face justice. Believe it or not, I really was planning on doing that. I thought that I could make you proud that way. But then I got here, and I saw their faces, happy without a care in the world. I heard them, planning their next scam, discussing their next victim. Then I remembered everything they did to you. The pain they put you through just to turn a profit. I tried, but I couldn't hold back. And if I'm being honest with myself, I never really wanted to. They had this coming with all the people they had hurt in the past. But once they added you to the list, it was over for them. Isn't it a little late to be surprised? I thought I already explained that I am much stronger than I look. Besides, these guys were much weaker than they looked. A lot of expensive clothes and weapons to mask their mediocre skill. Think about it. They had me surrounded 10 to 1. Honestly, this outcome was a little disappointing. I had to go easy on them just to make it last as long as it did. And by the time I really started having fun, it was already over. What's wrong? The numbers don't add up? Well, believe me, there were 10 bodies here when I left, but I guess I wasn't kidding about the wyvern in the area. It did eat its fill. Let's just say it didn't have to work for it this time, but the guild doesn't need to know that. Shh. Anyway, this whole experience made me realize something. I thought I could be satisfied staying on the sidelines to nurture you and watch you grow. I thought I could leave my bloody past behind me and live a peaceful life together. But now I know some things never change. I brought you here so you could see me, the real me, what I'm capable of. I can tell you're terrified, even more so than when these lowlives left you for dead. I guess I deserve that, and I'm sorry. I realized my feelings too late. I guess in some ways this is a punishment for me as well. What I mean is, at first I just saw you as a weak child, in desperate need of some guidance. I took pity on you, really, and tried to give you that guidance. But somewhere along this journey, something happened. That child is gone. I've seen the man he has become, a flawed, emotional, reckless man, and the purest heart I've ever seen. So I tried to stay pure as well, for your sake. But I failed. Nothing about me has really changed. And now you see what you've been traveling with all this time. So there's no going back for us, but that's okay. I'm tired of pretending. I really thought I could be content just staying by your side. But from now on, I'll be taking the lead. Into the depths of hell, if that's where the wind blows. No, you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to worry. If you're scared, I will give you courage. If you're anxious, I will comfort you. I'm showing you who I am, not to frighten you, but so that you can trust me. I have a plan. I'll be taking care of you, and part of that means helping you take care of yourself. That's what your new training is for. As your power grows, so does the bond between our souls. So when we're together, we will be unstoppable. And once I help you level up, no one will be able to separate us ever again. That's what I need the most. Because I love you. I finally said it out loud. I can be honest about that now. I can finally be honest about everything. I love you. But I also need you to be honest with me. Now that you've seen all this with your own eyes, do you think you can ever come to love someone like me?